Up? This is Jason Drone. Welcome to this is episode I think 177 maybe of GSD Daily, and I'm trying super hard to get these into my daily workflow, and I've just been failing. So it is what it is. I am in Orlando, Florida. I am staying at the Renaissance here. So basically, this hotel is hosting an event called the Ivy Biz Bash. So I'm basically going to be one of the only marketing people amongst a bunch of Ivy health and wellness folks for the next couple days. And the thing I want to, the topic for today's daily is business networking. Now, what's interesting about networking is over the last couple years, obviously we've been dealing with COVID, and COVID has had its own challenges. Um, by and large, it shut down, all the in-person stuff. So everybody retreated to working from their kitchens and their spare bedrooms um, to just, work on their own. And now, with events and in-person happenings and gatherings and everything opening back up, there is a lot of opportunity to go and grow your business and further your business among real people. And it's weird because so many folks are happy, still happy to work from home. But at the end of the day, and this is one thing I learned early on, growing, originally, is when you're at home growing your business from your house, then you're not being seen. Your neighbors aren't seeing you. The people at the restaurant aren't seeing you. The people at the conference or at the Chamber of Commerce or, at the coffee shop aren't seeing you. Nobody's seeing you, which is fine, but you can't grow a business that way. You can't grow a business in a vacuum. So you need web traffic, you need ads, you need funnels, you need something bringing leads to you. But at the end of the day, one of the fastest ways to go out is literally just to show up at an event and be seen. So um, and that was one of the biggest realizations that I had. Is that you actually have to show up. So up on the screen here, I have some keyword phrases, and what's interesting is, like, whenever I start a video like this, I'm always looking at the keyword phrases, try to get some ideas of what to talk about. I couldn't believe how few people are searching for business networking. 2,900 people searching for business networking. 1,900 searching for professional networking. Business networking groups, 590. Networking groups, 880. Now, let's look at something a little different. So let's look at mastermind. Let's look at the keyword phrase mastermind and just see what comes up. Now, this is very much the analytical side of my brain, kind of like, holy shit, 90,000 people searching for mastermind. So now think about that for a minute. If you're running a networking group or you're doing, something networking wise, and you're not calling it a mastermind, then you're doing a disservice for your students. And second of all, the folks who are running masterminds, man, there's a lot of traffic here for you. 90,000 people looking for a mastermind group. That's a lot of traffic. So the 3 month change is down a little bit, but all in all, and a mastermind really is what you're looking for. So some of the difference between a business networking group and a mastermind group. Business networking group or a conference, you're usually there for a purpose, like Ivy Biz Bash, if you pull it up on the screen here. It's very much just around IV, the IV space. So you're going to learn from the top minds in IV therapy. So there's our client right there, Ben Crosby, with the drip bar. There's some other folks up here too. But there's lots and lots and lots of speakers. So obviously, this event is very much centered around Ivy Biz Bash. Now, you take it a step further and look at something like Board of Advisors, which is a mastermind group. Now, mastermind group is a smaller room, typically smaller room, little bit different scenarios in terms of, working through things. It's more round robin, so you're sitting in a room, you're sharing a story. The way they have it set up is that you're in a room and you're basically giving and asking, giving and taking. So it's a give and an ask. You're giving knowledge, to the room in the form of your presentation, and at the end, you're able to ask something. So it might be a connection, it might be for capital raise, it might be for any one of a number of things. But so that's your ask, and I've heard some really really interesting asks be filled. So there was actually a time that. Somebody basically was in a room and they said, it'd be a really big win for me is if I was able to connect with this one person who just raised $1 billion for their company, or they just exited for $1 billion or something. Um, and I mean, it was a super particular ask. It was a needle in a haystack. And the dude sitting behind me in that same room basically said, "Oh, he went to school with my son and stayed and was in the same dorm right next door or something crazy." And they were able to fulfill that ask. You know what I mean? So uh, there is a power in numbers. There's a power in being present. There's a power in showing up. So and it's just like literally, I am here. There's check-in for the event here coming up soon. It's a beautiful hotel, really nice place. But at the end of the day, um, the unfortunate sucks is, I'm here and not at home. The benefit is I'm here, and that's where folks are. That's where people we're able to do business with are. That's where deals happen. So um, just figured I'd, kind of leave you to it. But if you have any questions at all, just let me know in the chat below. If you like this stuff, make sure to like it, share it, and I will talk to you soon. All right? Thanks.